Hi Heartworkers, it's Megan and I'm sitting here with Andrea. For those of you who don't know Andrea, she has been on bed rest for 14 months at this point. She's been in this bed and she is one of the most inspiring, giving, and great receivers that I know. So keeping in line with our theme this month at Heartworks to receive and to be open to receiving, I thought we would just come over and hear from Andrea what it's been like to be receiving for the past 14 months. So Andrea, what do you have to say to Heartworks about this idea that we're all working on this month?
Well, first of all, hi Heartworkers. It's my pleasure to come to you. This is always so fun to do a video for our Heartworkers. So I'm going to go back to the beginning of the 14 months because Megan, yours was one of the first calls that I made. Having been a heart worker for 10 years or more, I'm used to being on the other end. I'm used to be on the other end of helping our families and the people that we help. And as literally within minutes of my diagnosis and this happening, I knew I was going to be calling on Heartworks because I knew my family and I were going to need support, which was, I forced myself to do it. There was a part of me that cringed at the time because I knew that there was going to be a lot of receiving going on, and I'm used to being on, like I said, on the other end of it. But I forced myself to do it, and I'm so glad that I did because I knew that there would be lessons involved, and I knew myself well enough to know that I needed the lesson, and that if I got more comfortable with receiving because of my Heartworks, for lack of a better word, training, I knew that I was going to become a better receiver and a better giver.
Yep.
So I knew I had a ways to go, and I knew it was going to be uncomfortable at first, which it was.
Did it get easier?
It did get easier because I saw it was, I think, threefold. I saw the blessings for me, of course, but I saw the blessings on my family and the ease. The burdens that were eased for my family, and I saw what joy that it brought the people that were giving. Yep. Everybody that's come over for a lunch or to visit or whatever, or sent flowers or some sort of wonderful blessing gift. When they saw my gratitude, it lit them up.
It shifted them as well, right?
Yeah. It's so reciprocal because it doesn't end. They lit up, I lit up.
That's right.
It bounces back and forth. It doesn't dissipate out in the air. It just grows.
And my point to so many heart workers and to just people in general, Andrea, is if the receivers don't receive, the givers can't give. So if people don't receive, then you're breaking that cycle of unending love that you're describing. That's why, what I said to you in the beginning of your 14 months is you are a teacher. And sometimes you're teaching to give, and sometimes you're teaching how to receive.
Yeah, and I'm going to say another thing, and thank God my parents are not on the internet as much because I'm going to talk about them. I feel like I kind of inherited that uncomfortableness of receiving from them because whenever I said, okay, I'll give an example. You guys brought in the cleaning service for us. And my mother's like, "Oh no, I can do it myself. Don't bother anybody. Don't bother anybody." And I had to keep drumming into both of them. It's not a bother. This is why Heartworks is here, and this is why people when people see a situation like mine or any kind of hardship, medical stress, whatever. They feel helpless because they don't know how to help. So when they can find a way to help, that also eases their grief for me or whoever else they're helping. That's what I found.
I just saw somebody speak at the 9/11 memorial service this year, and what she said was someone was overheard saying that the only thing harder than watching the news on 9/11 was not knowing what to do. And then once people were able to do something, it relieved their suffering.
Because the reason I was able to get comfortable with receiving is because I've felt that discomfort as a giver. What can I do?
Yes.
And that's painful. So if you have a way to give and somebody receives that, it's the best feeling in the world because you felt like you've help somebody.
Amen.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, you're the best.
So are
Show
you.
that cute hat that you just finished.
Yes, we're selling hats. Okay, I've got about 30 hats over here.
Andrea has a bunch of hats over here, and when I walked in, she said if she could sell one more today, it would be a great day. So if anybody loves this hat, how do they buy your hats,
Okay,
Andrea?
they can get a hold of me on Facebook, or they can text me if you have my number, or if you don't, call Heartworks, if that's okay.
Yep.
And okay, so these hats are 20 without the brim.
Yep.
Ones with the brim are 25. Shawls are 40.
Awesome. All right, Andrea, you're the best.
Yes, thank you. Bye.
Okay, we love you.